Hola, ¿qué tal? Escúchame. Welcome to Parque Fernando. We'll keep this brief before my nieces pendejitos act up again.
Oye, deja esto. Si la insultaste, debes pedirle disculpas. No me mandes fruta.
Okay, down to business. You came highly recommended as the warden to turn this slice of wild Patagonia into a world-class hunting reserve. Naturally, I expect you to hit the ground running, even though this is your first time here. Stretch your legs out. I'll start you off with some routine responsibilities. You can do this in any order. I don't care as long as you do the jobs well. I try not to micromanage. Well, not too much. To get the lay of the land, you'll want to go to the nearest lookout tower, marked on your GPS. Climb on up and take in the view. Easy. There's also a hunting outpost nearby, and I like you to prepare it for upcoming guests. My gaucho friends do all the heavy lifting with the outpost. You just need to put on the finishing touches. Bring things up to the standard of a professional hunter, then bring them up a little more. ¿Viste? If you're reaching for a hunt, you can harvest some game for the construction crew building our central lodge. I like to keep the people who work for me fed and fed well. It helps them stay loyal. Our chef can prepare anything but a puma. See what you can find in the area. I'll chime in to help if you need it. Not all tracks lead to animals, so I always apply the sniff test. If the droppings are fresh, your game is close by. But if you find all the droppings, that animal is long gone, and you should look for a more recent trail. This place is my pride and joy, and you can see why. I name it for my husband, Fernando. May he rest in peace. Before he died, I made him a promise that this reserve, with all its abundance, would host the world's most elite hunters and feed the communities around it. Time to keep that promise. I've been hunting here since my husband bought the place all the way back in 1979. You may have heard I was a two-time back-to-back national champion in the 50-meter rifle, 3 positions. I know guns, I know game, and my park nourishes the biggest, most exquisite free-range stacks you'll ever hunt. World records are set here. Some of them belong to me. If you're as good as I'm paying you to be, maybe you'll set some records yourself. But let's not cut this torta before it's baked. We've got a lodge to build, outposts to open, wilderness to explore. And if you see anything strange along the way, come straight to me and me alone. Loyalty is very, very important to me. My park is a paradise, but sometimes the disloyal people who work here have mala leche. You know, tough luck. Hear that? Time for esposas y jefas. Telenovelas are my only vice. Simona's going to find out the identity of her biological father. Is it Gaston or Facundo? It better be Facundo, que churro. Gaston and his lies can be trusted. No, no, no. Now, that's one task finished. 2 more to go. Everything you need should be there. Set up the place. Finished so quickly? Maybe I like already. Che. You've dribbled the ball this far down the field. Now, score the final goal. That will do. Our chef is a master. You'll gain a few kilos eating his food. One plate is never enough. We have a saying here, the truth is in the Milanesa, which is to say, proof is in action. And so far, you are proving worthy of your reputation. Bravo! Now, head up to the lodge site, mark on your hunter mate. Once the lodge is complete, we can officially open Parque Fernando to the hunters of the world. No news on the identity of Simona's father yet, but the lodge crew sends their gratitude for that game you harvested. They can't wait to barbecue it. And hello, it looks like you've reached the lodge. We still have a lot of work to do here. There are water pipes in place, but no power system. I may need your help with that later. And once the place is built, we'll need to furnish it and fill it with trophies to impress our guests. One part of the lodge that is finished, and has been for a while, is my archery range. Have you seen it? Start by having a look inside the hunting blind and the hunting tower. To the left, if you are facing the range. These are the same models you'll be installing throughout the reserve. Want a little fun? Step onto the shooting platform and hit a bullseye on one of the targets. Yes, I know, the range is set up for archery, but if you don't have a bow, it's my range, my rules. Use a gun if you want, I do it all the time. Okay, that's how you hit the mark. But as shots go, that was an easy one. If you want real challenges, over the years, I've set up targets all over this park, perfect to test your skills. Think you can match my greatest hits shot for shot? Just look for the stone circles on the ground as you explore. Back to business. My friend Juliana runs a travel agency that specializes in hunting and fishing expeditions. This week she's bringing in a party of influential hunters to build excitement before we open to the public. One look at our red stacks and they'll be telling all their friends to hunt at Parque Fernando. We want to greet this party with a proper feast, and the chef has requested fresh game for the occasion. A black buck or an axis deer. There are plenty in the region around the lodge, so go out and hunt one for us, will you? Pardon me, my show is back on. No word on Simona's father. I envy you. Out in the wild while I sit in this office living through a screen. I miss the serenity of hunting. I'd be out there with you, but arthritis, it ruined my shooting. I had my time. A two-time back-to-back national champion can't complain. But she can live vicariously through you, can't she? Blackback, perfect. Pan-seared blackback tenderloin served with a zucchini medley paired with a 2013 period because this meat is for our guests. There's a shed at the location marked on your hunter mate. Bring the game there and lock it up to keep the predators out. The DNA test to see who was her father, Facundo de Churro or Gaston the Lying Dog. The result? Neither man was the father. Simona's search starts anew. This show always gets me with the twist. Whew, my heart. Hang it up on the hook, and lock the game there. Good work, thank you. It's too bad we don't have cold storage here, or you could stockpile meat for the future. Running a refrigerator on generator power would cost me a fortune in petrol. We'll need a better power source soon. When we have that power and the whole party's up and running, you will lead groups like this VIP hunting party. For now, I will assign the party to someone else while you prepare the reserve for their arrival. For example, we want our guests to have some easy fun when they get here. What's more fun than a duck hunt? We have beautifully plumed cinnamon teal. I see them all the time at Lago Perón. All flock. Go to Lago Perón and set up decoys for the incoming party. I've asked a young lady named Beatriz Cabrera to lead this hunting party. Beatriz is a gaucha, born and raised on the land, tougher than most men, and the apple of my nephew Vicente's eye. I told Beatriz to shoot myself, so the party will be in good hands. In case she needs anything, I gave her your number. If she reaches out, help her if you have the time. Lago Perón is just ahead. I try to place those in a natural grouping. Thank you. Now we have an urgent problem. The fan belt on the generator that powers the lodge site is busted. Perhaps it was sabotaged by an energy salesman. I'll worry about that. You worry about getting the power back on so the crew can continue working. Unfortunately, we are a long way from the nearest hardware store, but as we say, lo atamos con alambre, HUNter made. That's an old excavator left behind by a mining operation decades ago. are now near the first site where I plan to build the lodge, but my nephew convinced me to select a more central location. He was right, I think, but it's more difficult to get supplies to the middle of the reserve. Case in point, now. You should see the excavator soon. I could have it removed, but there's something I like about it. It represents the failures of those who would have destroyed this place, had Fernando and I not rescued it from them. Pelotudos. Their loss is our gain. See if you can salvage an appropriate fan belt. You got the belt? Re buena. Vamos. Back to the lodge. Bring that fan belt to the generator. How are your mechanical skills? Can you fix it yourself? Okay, it's done. Flip the switch. Let them be. ¿Qué? ¿Busted again? Mala leche. Yo estoy en el horno. Tranquila, Carolina, tranquila. This isn't your fault. It's my fault. I wanted solar power, but let me tell you, wind turbine salespeople are persistent. This one guy claims he can save me bags of cash. Personally, I don't think there's enough wind here. Neither does Vicente. For the sake of due diligence, can you test this salesman's claims? Collect the wind gauges at the front of the lodge. Set the wind gauges at the locations marked on your Hunter mate. The locations marked off by the turbine salesman are just ahead. We need to leave these gauges up for a while before you can collect the data. You've been working hard. Treat yourself to a hand. There's plenty of game in the region. See what you can find.